Happy birthday, everybody! Happy birthday, everybody! Happy birthday, everybody! Hey, not that loud. It's okay. I am happy and I am fooling you. No, don't get me wrong. I am happy and I am fooling you. No, actually my name is Happy and my family name is Fooling You. So I am standing here happy, fooling you. Right? My story has different layers. Obviously, you would be more curious to know why did a naval officer give up his beautiful, smart, white, pristine uniform and wear something outlandish. 1. 2. He could have become anything else. Why did he become a clown? And, of course, what is medical clowning? Right? Something happened today, and this thing that brings countless joys is something not working. Perhaps it's the temperature I should need to blame. But that's a different part of the story. I had a wonderful career. I was at about 16, 17 years of my service. And I have always been an entertainer. I used to do magic shows for no money, of course. I had a nice job, a gazetted officer. So I would perform for friends, families, mess functions and all those things. And of course, civilians also. And one day, one lady called me to perform at a place where I did not know what is going to be my audience. And when I reached there, I realized it was a full house of cancer patients. Year 2000, where masks were not the norm of the day. Today it is. So from a distance, I peeped inside and saw, oh, I don't think I belong here, let me go back. No mobiles those days. I could have sneaked out and nothing happens. But no, my naval training did not allow me to do that because I knew I had given my word to somebody and I could not have disappointed them. And second thing, I knew this was one battle line where I would not die. I would come back alive. We went ahead, did a wonderful show. 2 days later, me and a small young child were featured in a local newspaper. I was at the top of the world. I was world famous in a very small community. Happy. 2 days later, the person who had invited me called me up to say, Praveen, the child that you were pictured with is no more. But did I know or did he know that he is meeting somebody for the first and the last time? That child had one wish, what you call today the bucket list. He had a very small bucket list wherein he also wanted to meet a joker from a circus. I happened to be that joker from the circus for him. It gives me goosebumps even today when I realize that perhaps I was the last person in his life to give him a happy send-off with lot of joy and happiness in his heart. Perhaps if I had not met him, he would have been alive even today, but under a lot of stress for himself and his family. That day, I said, this is my calling. I perhaps can give more happiness to more people, so let me step out of the white uniform. Even if people call me, it's foolish to do that, it's nonsense, you're being silly. I heard all those things. I even got kicked by my postmates. But I stuck on, and here am I, 22 years later, talking to you. That's the story of how I came from a naval background to being a clown. Why Happy Uncle? Why not anything else? Bobo, Jojo, Momo, anything, right? Because I realized that if I have to spare and share happiness for others, my bag first has to be full. I cannot give anything to anybody if my bag is empty. So I have to first fill it up with happiness. And the only way I can fill it up with happiness is calling myself happy. So Happy Uncle is my name. And why a clown? Why not a magician? I would have done the same thing, right? But if you take a step back and see, when you go to see a magic show, a birthday party or a paid show or wherever, what is a magician doing? Nothing against those magicians, they are my fraternity after all. But a magician is showing you something, and in his mind perhaps he's telling me, see, I'm smart. You guys, sorry for the gesture, you guys are not going to be able to catch me. I am the smartest, right? and yet you pay for it. You're not going to do that every time. Nobody likes to be fooled every time. So I started playing a character where I was well dressed, trousers, shirt, jacket, bow tie, tailcoat, perfect. A complete European magician. But I tried to make it a little funny by forgetting names, miscalling a boy a girl a boy. It didn't go well. Because when you see a well-dressed person in front of you, your expectations of him are perfect, right? If he falters, you don't accept it. So my well-dressed magician trying to do comedy and fun did not work well. So this. Now when I wear clothes like these, at times even more atrocious. You expect him to be foolish, awkward, clumsy, and there I hit the jackpot. Now people don't want me to succeed in my first thing at all, ever, because they know he cannot. If he is doing that, he is out of character. Right? So my happy uncle is a goofy, funny, clumsy, awkward character, and it helps. Let's come to what is medical clowning now. Medical clowning is not really very old. The modern medical clowning, just about 30 years back, somebody started it. A gentleman called Dr. Hunter Patch Adams. Patch was his title, Hunter Adams, German. He's still alive. He has a page on Facebook. You can follow it later on. He is the pioneer of medical clowning. What is medical clowning? The doctors are there already to take care of all that is required on the medical side, right? But in that, don't mind the words, frigid, sterile, dry atmosphere, we need something to exchange compassion, empathy, love, hope and joy. With all due respect to the medical community, they are far too overstressed. The ratio of doctors against patients is very askew, and though they would love to give more time to their patients, not possible. So there is where people like me step in. A medical doctor, when he enters a ward or a room, for him the child does not exist, the disease exists. The child is not called by name generally, he is a number or a chart. So the nurse is there to this, so much output, so much input, these medicines, what to do next. 30 more seconds, the doctor says something more, and the doctors at times are so rushed, unfortunately, that they do not even have the time to see, if this guy is sleeping, I'll talk to him afterwards. They have to wake him up to see what he's doing, right? Medical doctors are stressed differently. A medical clown will respect the privacy of the patient, knock on the door or the bed and say, ma'am, sir, can I take a few minutes of you? Suddenly there is a change. This child, what happened to this fellow? He's not just barged into my room or my bed. He's asking me if I am available to talk to him. I have given him his privacy, respected that, given him space and opportunity to say no, stay away. Right? I have given him respect. You give anyone respect, he feels better, she feels better. Any of you in serious commitments, relationships here? Nah? Okay, we'll talk about that later on. Because the next part that is there is about control. Right? I don't just go and tell the child, hey, come, I'm going to do some magic with you. That's again forcing himself. So I go and approach the child or even an elder patient and say, oh, would you like to see some magic or should I come a little later? So I have given him the control to say yes or no. If the child is not giving me eye contact, I shall not follow him out. Until I get a very positive eye contact, I shall wait. As soon as he says yes, I don't jump onto his bed. I quietly go there and offer my hand. I don't pull his hand and shake it up. I try to do magic which does not happen. I'm a clown, I'm not a magician. And when that does not happen, There are two options. I make a sad face and go away. Or I ask the child, do you know how to do magic? Most often they say no. I say, yeah, perhaps you can. Can we try? And at times, if he's too weak, I just ask him to wiggle his fingers or say a magic word or even his own name, and then magic happens. Now he is not just a spectator to the magic that we were supposed to do. Now he is the magician. The magic has happened because of him. And now I have given him some empowerment. We have given him respect, we have given him control, and we have given him empowerment. When you are in a relationship, check these three things also. It works. Right? Medical clowning gives a little hope and happiness to the patient who are going through it. Right? It is not only for the patients. Can you imagine what stress the parents would be going through? A 5-year-old child struck with a fatal disease. The parent is uprooted from his place, moved to either Delhi or Bombay where better facilities are available. Now the parent does not know how long the treatment will last, how much it will cost him, where will he stay during those days. If you come to Bombay during the monsoons, you'll cry if you go outside Tata Hospital or KEM. They have shanties made out of blue polythene. They stay under that, some of them. There's no place to stay. They don't know where the next meal is going to come from. At the end of 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, the parent still does not know whether he will take the child back home. How long will it survive? Can you imagine the stress? We try to relieve that stress. And most importantly, yes, when I am at the hospital, we also play around with doctors and nurses in a very, very, very friendly way, because the nurses have to spend a majority of time there, right? But when they go back home, can you imagine their stress levels? Through the day, they have been seeing only patients, young or old, most of them having no future, tomorrow, day after, a week, a month, what, right? But they have to keep a facade and tell the child and the parent, we are on track, we are doing our best, you are in the best possible place to be, and everything shall be tickly-boo. Imagine the stress when they go back home, knowing fully well that 99% of the things that they have told the patient or the parent is not true. They are living a life with a lie. Not on purpose of malice, but because they have to give some hope to the child. That is where we step in to give them a few moments of relief. Right? Medical clowning is a place where you become clown doctors. The advantage in becoming a medical clown, if anybody should volunteer later on, you do not need a degree. You do not need to do magic tricks. You can dance with them, play with them, sing a song. You do not need even to be a clown. What you need is a heart that empathizes with everybody, that gives respect to everybody, and is a wisher of goodness for everything. Typically, my day starts by getting up in the morning. I don't do a prayer, but I just tell myself that today I will try not to hurt anybody. Today I will try not to be a nuisance to anybody. Wherever I can help myself, I shall do that. Talking of help, can I have a volunteer, please? Somebody to help me? Somebody from here? A lady preferably, anywhere there? Yeah? So let us give her a big round of applesauce, please. Not applesauce, applause. Sure? Can we distribute it to everybody? This has got a magic potion, because you're such people, lovely people. I would love to share this. This has got lots of potential. Believe me, I had to deliver a parcel to Ahmedabad. I sent it before I came to Bombay, because you taste this, and nothing goes wrong. Really. Why I am the bird? You know why I am the bird, right? So what we do is you hold it. I'll open my palms. You open, pour, and then I'll throw it everywhere, right? Perfect. Yeah! You scared me. Doesn't matter. You do? Oh, that's okay, then I'm in good company. Where's the lid gone? Did the lid fall anywhere there? No? Where's the lid? There's the lid? Okay, give me the lid. Thank you so much. Now what are you doing? But there were two of them. What magic did you do, ma'am? We have a magician in the house. Let's clap her. Awesome, ma'am. You are amazing. Not your fault, my fault. But you know what? The second one is lying there. And you can't go and get it. How did you throw it there? Aha, very smart. Can somebody be please kind and give it to me? Good boy. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to do anything. My fingers, lady, be careful, be cozy, easy. Come on, go on. I do it myself. Okay, you do it. Okay, so let's thank her for her presence and then I shall take a minute to say what I did. I just called her to show that first was her embarrassment and then I take the onus on me that yes, she's not the fool. I played it so that she's the fool. And now the heat is in me and she is in a safe zone. Nobody is going to make fun of her. That's it. Happy Uncle signs off right away. Till we meet again, if at all. Stay good, stay happy, and like I said, happy birthday everybody. Bye-bye.